15 Best Books on How to Make Money, Learn How to Become a Millionaire. If you are someone who is interested in making money, and who isn't, then you might be wondering if there are some books on the subject to help you reach your goals. Good news, there are several great books on making money that is considered must-reads by entrepreneurs, investors, corporate executives, and those who are trying to work their way up the corporate ladder. In this video, I'm going to go over what I consider to be the 15 best books on how to make money. I do have an important disclaimer before we begin though, this list is my opinion on the subject, others may disagree. And that's perfectly okay, I can't please everyone. The following are, in my opinion, 15 of the best money-making books there are. 1. The 4-Hour Workweek, by Tim Ferris. The 4-Hour Workweek shows you how to live more while working less. It isn't really correct to describe it as a book on getting rich, although it does discuss ways to make that happen if that's your goal. The 4-Hour Workweek is a lifestyle book. Having more free time is far more important to many than having a lot of money. This book shows you how to make it happen. Most people work hard for many years just to enjoy a few short years of retirement before they die. If that sounds bleak to you, that's because it is. The idea behind this book is that you don't have to wait until your golden years to retire and live a life of fun, adventure, and relaxation. You can make it happen when you are much younger. Just a few things this book covers include: how the author went from working long hours for low pay to earning much more with less work. How to take mini retirements. How to outsource work to virtual assistants in other countries. How to dramatically cut back on the amount of work you do. The 4-Hour Workweek is much more than a philosophy on work and life. The author reveals the steps he took to dramatically reduce the time he spends working and how he now earns much more than he previously did. 2. The Millionaire Fastlane, by M.J. DeMarco. One of the most popular books on making money is The Millionaire Fastlane. The idea the author conveys in this book is that wealth can be created at any age. You don't have to slog away for decades at a job you hate or live a life of frugality to become wealthy. It's possible to take a shortcut to a life of wealth instead of getting rich slowly. Just a few of the things the book covers include: the real law of generating wealth. The number one cause of poverty. Why most books on becoming wealthy fail. Why building wealth slowly is a bad plan. Why a job and a retirement plan will never make you rich. This is a book you definitely want to read if you are the type of person who is not afraid of taking the road less traveled. If you are like the masses and prefer to stay in the safe lane, then this book probably isn't for you. 3. The $100 Startup, by Guillebeau. The third making money book on this list is another classic to consider. The subtitle of the book is, Reinvent the Way You Make a Living, Do What You Love, and Create a New Future. The author reveals in the book how he has been able to visit over 175 countries without ever having a regular job or earning a paycheck. He earns his living from turning his ideas into money. The author goes over 50 case studies of people who built thriving businesses from their ideas on very little money, $100 or less in most cases. These ordinary people were able to earn money from things they are passionate about instead of working for the man all of their lives. The $100 Startup contains many valuable lessons from those who took their ideas and turned them into businesses. The book emphasizes that you don't need a business degree, employees, or even a business plan to be successful. You just need a product or service that people are willing to pay money for. 4. 6 Months to Six Figures, by Peter Voogd. The author of this book discusses the strategies he used to go from having no money to over 6 figures within 6 months. Peter Voogd built an $8 million sales company by age 27, which is a remarkable accomplishment. The author shows you the quickest and best ways to increase your income and get more accomplished in less time. This is not a book of useless academic theory. Rather, it contains real-world strategies you can use in your own business. Peter Voogd is an entrepreneurial dynamo. In addition to publishing this book and the success he achieved in his business, he also founded a networking community for entrepreneurs and professionals called the Game Changers Academy. Voogd also has a successful podcast called The Young Entrepreneur Lifestyle. His advice has been featured in many major publications including Huffington Post, Business Insider, Entrepreneur, and others. 5. Click Millionaires, by Scott Fox. One of the best money-making books for the digital age we now live in is Click Millionaires. Being a business owner is much different today than it was in our grandparents' time. Thanks to the internet, you no longer need to lease a building, stock it with products, hire employees, and stay up at night worrying about whether enough people are going to shop in your store for you to be profitable. These days, many people are choosing online entrepreneurship instead. There are many ways you can build a business online. You can start a blog, for instance, and make money from ads. You can sell digital products like online courses, ebooks, and other things. You can even be a full-time freelancer and work online as a writer, graphic designer, website developer, or something else. Click Millionaires teaches those who are dreaming of ditching their 9-to-5 jobs they hate for online businesses they will love. The book discusses finding a lucrative niche, outsourcing, choosing the right business model, online marketing, and other things aspiring online entrepreneurs need to know to be successful in building businesses they can be proud of. 6. The Six-Figure Second Income, by David Lindahl and Jonathan Rozek. Online businesses can be started for very little money, and that's why they are so popular. Another great book on the subject of online entrepreneurship is The Six-Figure Second Income. This book discusses how you can start an online business in your spare time, without having to quit your job, and then grow it into a full-time income for you and your family. When it comes to online businesses, there's a lot of misinformation, gimmicks, and scams that you have to watch out for. This book, however, gives you practical no-nonsense advice that you can actually use. There is no hype, just proven methods for building online income streams that really work. 7. Side Hustle, by Chris Guillebeau. This is the second book on this list by author Chris Guillebeau. The other book is The $100 Startup. Why am I including two books by the same author? Because the information and advice he gives are practical and easy to follow. What is a side hustle? A side hustle is a small business that someone starts and runs in his or her spare time outside of that person's full-time job. An example of a simple side hustle is someone who mows lawns on the weekends for some extra cash but also has a full-time job during the week. The great thing about many side hustles is that many of them have the potential to grow into businesses that provide a full-time income for you and your family. Side hustles are usually very inexpensive to start and easy to operate, but they often have great growth potential. People with multi-level marketing businesses, for example, often start their ventures as side hustles. Many online businesses also start as side hustles. And many people start small businesses that they operate out of their homes that eventually grow into much larger operations. All of these are examples of side hustles. The most important thing about starting a side hustle is that you don't have to give up the safety net of your full-time job to start a business. It's something you can start on the side for very little money and grow into something bigger over time. The author, Chris Guillebeau, has started over a dozen side hustles, and this book serves as a guide to help you develop an idea and generate an income from it in as little as 27 days. Just a few things you'll learn in the book include: generating side hustle ideas, how to successfully launch your side hustle, How to make your side hustle profitable. Learn all about discounts, deals, and special offers. Grow your side hustle into a business you can be proud of. Side hustles aren't just about earning money on the side. It's also about obtaining income security when many corporations won't hesitate to lay off employees. It's about having something to fall back on when times are tough. These days, it pays to be prepared. 8. The Lean Startup, by Ries. Another best book about making money that all entrepreneurs should read is The Lean Startup, by Ries. Ries addresses a problem that many startups face. Specifically, it's the fact that the majority of new startups fail. Thankfully, it doesn't have to be this way. Many of those failures are preventable. The Lean Startup discusses a different approach to building and launching new products. What is a startup? A startup can be someone building a new business in his or her garage, or a large corporation getting ready to launch a new division in a totally new field. It isn't so much an issue of a size that defines a startup. Rather, it's the mission. The one thing that all startups have in common, however, is that they are all trying to build a sustainable business under conditions of uncertainty. The Lean Startup discusses an approach to building a new business venture that is counterintuitive to most business executives. It relies on decreasing the time to develop new products, measuring real results, and finding out what customers are really looking for in a product. It's about continuously testing and adapting to market demands instead of relying on an inflexible business plan. 9. The Automatic Millionaire, by Bach. Arguably, one of the best how to make money books on the market today is The Automatic Millionaire. In The Automatic Millionaire, national best-selling author, Bach, reveals what it really takes to become a millionaire. He outlines a realistic system that is based on proven principles that nearly anyone can use to build a valuable nest egg and retire as a millionaire. The book reveals how you can become a millionaire without any of the following: making a lot of money, having a budget, being financially savvy, having a great deal of self-discipline. The Automatic Millionaire has sold over 1.5 million copies and was a #1 New York Times bestseller. It has also been on several other popular bestseller lists and has been translated into several languages. 10. The Total Money Makeover, by Ramsey. Thanks to his nationally syndicated radio program, the name Dave Ramsey is a household name. He is well known for giving practical advice on personal finance issues. Ramsey's book, The Total Money Makeover, is one of the most popular personal finance books in print today. Ramsey is a #1 New York Times best-selling author, and The Total Money Makeover has sold more than 5 million copies since it was published. Ramsey's advice is practical and easy to follow. His books are easy to read and don't contain any fluff. Just a few of the things covered in The Total Money Makeover include: a practical plan to pay off your debt so you can live debt-free, a discussion of money myths that can harm you financially, how to build an emergency fund, and why you need one, how to build a sizable nest egg for retirement. The Total Money Makeover isn't just about making money. It's also about personal finance and money management. I'm including it on this list of best how to make money books because the information it contains is vital to achieving financial success. 11. Think and Grow Rich, by Napoleon Hill. Among this list of books about money making, Think and Grow Rich is a classic on the subject that should definitely be considered. Originally published in 1937, Think and Grow Rich is still relevant today. The idea behind the book came about when the author wanted to find out what traits wealthy people had. What was it about them that made them winners? To find the answer, he interviewed a series of wealthy people to determine the factors that led to their success. Think and Grow Rich reveals the secrets to success that the author uncovered. The life lessons in the book are timeless and are worth studying regardless of whether someone is trying to become wealthy or is pursuing another goal. 12. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, by Robert Kiyosaki. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is another classic on building wealth and money management. The book is subtitled, What the Rich Teach Their Kids About Money, That the Poor and Middle Class Do Not. Building wealth isn't always about how much money you make. For example, if you make $1 million a year and also spend $1.2 million, you won't be rich. There are some strategies that rich people use to grow wealth that many others don't use. Just a few things you'll learn in this book include the real difference between assets and liabilities. Different types of assets. What wealthy people spend their money on. Why cash flow is important. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a very easy book to read, and you don't have to already be wealthy to implement the principles it conveys. Rich Dad, Poor Dad has been an international bestseller for years for a good reason. The advice it presents is practical and is not the stuff of academic theory. 13. The Richest Man in Babylon, by George S. Clason. The Richest Man in Babylon is often considered to be one of the greatest books on the subject of wealth and personal finance. The book discusses various money principles and secrets of the ancient Babylonians. These principles are revealed in a series of stories about merchants, herdsmen, and other people of the ancient city. The principles in the book are still very much relevant today. The Richest Man in Babylon is an easy read and the message is timeless. It's also a book that can be enjoyed and understood by young readers. It's a great book for the young as well as the young at heart. 14. Your Money or Your Life, by Vicki Robin. Your Money or Your Life is another classic on the subject of personal finance and has sold over 1 million copies since it was first published. Your Money or Your Life presents a 9-step program for changing your relationship with money. Just a few of the things the book covers include getting out of debt, saving money, building wealth through investing, side hustles and freelancing, tracking your finances. The author, Vicki Robin, has appeared on many different television and radio programs including Good Morning America, The Oprah Winfrey Show, and many others. She has also been featured in many different publications. 15. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, by Harv Eaker. The last book on this list of books on how to make money is Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. In this book, the author shares the principles he used to become a millionaire. He believes that success is a learnable skill. It is something that nearly anyone can achieve as long as that person learns how to succeed and applies the principles to his or her life. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind helps you to identify your money and success blueprint. The author claims that everyone has certain beliefs, or a blueprint, in our subconscious that we all follow. It is this blueprint that determines how we handle money and whether we achieve success. To achieve success, you have to follow the right blueprint. Thankfully, it is possible to reset your blueprint so that success happens naturally. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind can be divided into 2 parts. The first part explains everything about the money blueprint. You will learn how to identify your money blueprint and how to make changes to it. The second part of the book discusses how wealthy people think differently and make different decisions from the middle class and poor. Transforming your finances. Making money is something we all have to do. Money is a tool that allows us to buy the things in life that we need like food, clothing, shelter, insurance, and other necessities. It's kind of hard to get by in life without it. But people who practice different financial principles end up in different positions in life. Some are poor, some are middle class, and some are rich. A person's position in life, thankfully, doesn't have to be determined by one's upbringing or socioeconomic background. A poor person can become a middle-class person, and a middle-class person can become a rich person. But to make these transitions, does require the right knowledge and application of that knowledge. The books mentioned in this video are great starting points for learning how to make money or for saving money. If you study them and apply what they teach, you'll have a greater understanding of how wealth is made than most.
Audio Jungle.